वीडियो चल रहा है अभी? लाइव में तो दिखाई दे रहा है। हाँ हाँ चल रहा है। Om Shanti, everyone. Am I audible? Is my voice audible? मेरा आवाज सुनाई दे रहा है क्या? Yes. Okay. Perfect. So welcome to everyone. Om Shanti. Welcome to this 3 days Let's Meditate series. So, I hope you all are feeling well. For those who have not attended yesterday's session, let me give you a brief introduction about the host, about the speaker of this series. So he is Br.EV.Gireesh from Mumbai. He is very well known as a motivational speaker and Raj Yoga trainer across corporate and educational sectors for his unique style and ability to inspire people, and is associated with Brahma Kumaris for past 22 years now. And let me give you a brief, and before we move on today's session, let me give you a brief recap of yesterday's session. So yesterday what we covered is what is meditation. We explored on various topics on meditation, difference between yogasanas, meditation, pranayama and yoga, and the benefits of meditation and its scientific explanation, and different types of meditation. We covered concentrative form of meditation and how to enhance the power of concentration. And and brother has also shared with us a commentary mini meditation with us, and it was very powerful. I hope it was very powerful. And today we'll cover various topics on contemplative form of meditation, a science behind visualization and affirmation, how pure imagination can enhance the quality of life. So we have, for this we have brother Gireesh with us, and he will take us through this journey for this 3 days uh, Let's Meditate series. And today we will explore more on contemplative form of meditation and also a mini meditation at the end of the session. And if you have any questions, you can ask at the end of the session. So over to brother Gireesh.
Hello. Yeah. It was not a problem at my end. The host did not allow me to speak. I mean, they kept me on a mute, which I
Oh,
don't appreciate much. Again, on a lighter vein. But married people can understand it. They go unmuted, muted whenever at the discretion of the wife. I mean, again, on a lighter vein. So those who are not married, but they are using this technology can experience um, uh, this kind of beautiful, little on a lighter vein. Don't take it seriously, friends. Um, and yeah, welcome, Om Shanti, Namaste, and a warm good evening. I hope you are all very safe in Hyderabad. I just happened to, surf the internet and found that Hyderabad is flooded today. I mean, I hope you are all doing good after the heavy rains. Um, Yesterday, we discussed primarily the difference between, how yoga is a canopy word, and within that comes the 8 limbs, that is yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahara, dhyana, dharana, and samadhi. So this is how we move. Like you go to a primary school, then high school, then senior secondary school, then college. That's how you go, to the higher dimensions. Also, we also understood, one form of meditation, and that is concentrative meditation. And any form of, uh, you know, expertise that I want to achieve in any aspect of life, concentration power is a prerequisite criteria. Whether it is sports, whether it is cinema, whether it is literature, whether it is medicine, if I want to excel in any field, I should have this power of concentration. So when I decide to walk on the path of spirituality, and when I say about spirituality or yoga, it is not something that you should practice, in the morning or in the evening. It is a way of life. So concentration should be a part of my life. And unfortunately, if I need to answer one question, although you have not answered that question, but I mean, you have not asked that question, why is it so that my level of concentration is coming down, or I find that it is very hard for me to concentrate? Or for some people it is difficult, they want to meditate, they want to sit, they come to the Brahma Kumari center, or any, for that matter, any form of meditation. They do it for a couple of days, but then when they are not able to focus, they give it up and say, sorry, I'm not able to do it. And why is it so? Very simple answer is that because over a period of time we all have learned, you know we have learned how not to pay attention. We have started living a distracted life. Every moment it is distraction. Right now I'm talking to you, or maybe you are talking to somebody, maybe in the house, and if my cell phone's notification of anything, social media, message, WhatsApp, or anything, Gmail, and suppose I am talking to somebody and there is a vibration, there is a notification buzzer, ting, and the first thing I'm going to do is to get distracted. Can I pause there and can I say, okay, it's fine, let me fully talk, completely be with the family member, and once I finish it, because I'm not the prime minister of the country that I have to attend to that particular notification, it is some message from the, you know from senior official of the government of India that there is some problem in Ladakh, and until unless I attend to it, we all behave like that, only to see the notification that it's a Vodafone alert that your data pack is expiring tomorrow, and gone with the wind. And it is for such trivial things that we have started distracting our mind. What's happening here? What is the other person doing? What is this? And we have been doing over a period of time. And because we are doing it, and today's young generation, I mean, it's such a, what you call, I mean, it disheartens me, although it shouldn't, but really it disheartens me that when, I mean, if you are from at an elderly age, maybe you might have, have had it at a later point of time in your life. But even I, got this cell phone maybe in the last 10 years, and that too in the last 4 5 years. Before that, we had that small phone. There was no, that much distraction was not there. But today a child is born, and you will be surprised. I was doing a program for a broking company. It's a insurance broking company, and the senior HR lady, she had kept a topic for her client, and she was telling me, sir, even I have a challenge that my 9 month old baby, you need to listen to me, 9 month old baby doesn't sleep without a phone in her hand. Now, this is the height of distraction which is coming so early in my life. So now understand, at 5 age, the child goes to school, and do you think he or she will be able to pay attention to what the teacher is saying? Because by 5 years, the little kiddo has learned how to lead a distracted life. And I'll tell you one more thing. Today, we have lost the habit of reading from a hardbound book. We don't read from a hardbound book. Everything is, through the net. Now, the problem that happens is, I'll share it with you today, is when you read it from a book, it is always linear reading, left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right. But in a cell phone, there is no left to right. There is, it's like, oh God, there is something like, there is a pop-up there, you are scrolling down, there is an advertisement, then there is some other link, you're clicking, your eyes are not going from left to right, it is going zigzag, and it has an impact on your brain. Linear reading is immersive reading, whereas a zigzag reading is not immersive reading. I will not be able to pay attention. Now, these are very little things. But then, in toto, if you summate it, what we are doing is, for almost around 23 hours, I am practicing distraction. And in 1 hour's time, you want Brahma Kumaris to teach you concentration. And if I'm not able to concentrate, then this form of meditation is not okay. That form of meditation I'm not able to do, and we lose hope. So, friends, yesterday we discussed in detail about concentration. So it is 5 minutes. Start little. Don't do big things for 1 hour. You can concentrate on your breathing to start with, but then you need to go beyond. If you want to go beyond concentration to something more profound, then I will be able to become a yogi. For a yogi or for meditation, yes, definitely I and you will have to have the power of concentration. That's a must. So let us begin today for the second form of meditation. uh, Veena Ben, if you can allow me the screen sharing so that I can share the screen, the PPT presentation. So today we will try to look at the second aspect, which is a part of the Raj Yoga meditation, is what I call it as the contemplative form of meditation. And what does contemplative meditation means is that you are giving very good positive thoughts and feelings and emotions consciously, deliberately, purposefully to your mind. And once I consciously give it, so you are contemplating, you are imagining, you are creating that wonderful, thoughts in your mind. It is, you can call it as, a self hypnosis. Veena Ben? Okay, thank you.
Yes, it's done. It's done.
Done. Okay, let me place the slide first. I think then it will happen. Yeah. So today let's meditate. We will try to understand the contemplative form of meditation. So the first aspect of contemplative meditation is visualization. We have got these two physical eyes. Through this, I see the whole world. But in a yogic form of life, there is this third eye, which we call it as the soul. The soul also has an eye. You can call it as the intellect, you can call it as the mind. At times when I'm over the phone, you might have experienced it in normal circumstances, and somebody is narrating something that I went up the hill, was beautiful valley, across the other end I could see the Himalayas, the snow-clad mountains, and I keep saying, yeah, I see, I see, I see. I mean, where are you seeing? You are in Mumbai and you're not able to see, but then I am able to imagine what the other person is saying. So I see. It is the third eye. That is one form of contemplative meditation. Second, very powerful, is that's what we will discuss today, is called as affirmations. Affirmation is all about affirming the truth to yourself of who I am. And when you do it very consciously, very purposefully, it has a profound impact on your physiology, on bringing about real shift in the behavior, in the sanskaras, in the habits of the self is concerned. So affirmations are sentences aimed to affect, oh God, where is my, just a minute. I can see my cursor. So affirmations are sentences aimed to affect the conscious and the subconscious mind. Yesterday, somebody asked me a question. How do I change the fear or something related to that question? So in simple terms, affirmation is very powerful. The words composing the affirmation automatically, you need not do anything. That's the beauty of it. Automatically and involuntarily will bring up the related mental images into the mind, which could inspire, energize, and motivate you. Repeating affirmations and the corresponding resultant mental images that I create has a profound effect on the subconscious mind. So what I'm doing, through my conscious mind, I am creating, consciously I'm creating that affirmation, and it has a profound effect on the subconscious mind, which in turn will influence the behavior, the habit, the actions and reactions. So if I need to tell you, the very basic purpose of meditation is transformation, is to become good, is to change from what I am to something more better, from bitter to better. And how do I become better? What stops me from not becoming better? It is my behavior, it is my habit. I want to get up in the morning, sir, but my habit of laziness is not allowing me. Now want to get up is the conscious mind, what laziness is in the subconscious mind. And I told you yesterday, this is any time more powerful than the conscious mind. My actions and reactions, I know I should not get frustrated, I should not throw words, I should not get angry. Now these are reactions, and consciously after having reacted I feel bad. Now why am I why did I get reactive? Because the subconscious mind, there was something which was programmed inside, and if I have to change it, actually, if I need to tell you two statements, we don't lead a conscious life. Everything is autopilot mode. Suppose there is a lizard which falls on my dining table. The first thing is I'll get fear. Now this is an autopilot mode. Why should I fear it? So if I become consciously aware every moment, and that's what I told you yesterday, has to go beyond the mat. It is not that 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening. It is a conscious reflection. It's a realization. It's being aware of what I'm thinking right now. Only then, and why I like the Brahma Kumari's form of Raj Yoga meditation, which the Supreme Father teaches, because I have seen changes in people's behavior. I have seen it in my behavior, which otherwise I was not able to do it. With everything that I did in bhakti, with due respects to bhakti, puja, part, mantra, all kind of rituals that I used to practice till 23 years of my age. And at a very early age, I started doing, getting influenced by bhakti, because my dad used to construct, temples, and he was a very ardent devotee of Lord Ayyappa, Swami Ayyappa. And I was too. At nine, in the ninth standard, can you understand? Ninth standard is what, 11 years, 12 years. I went to Shabarimala because I wanted to have the darshan of Lord Ayyappa. Now that was my, background. But then, to be very honest, till 23 years of age, whatever changes I wanted to make, I couldn't see a profound change. Maybe momentary changes did happen, but after coming to Brahma Kumaris, when I understood the psyche, how our mind works, it really helped me. That was visualization. Affirmation, to affirm, is to state that something is true. This is very profound. So if I say I am a soul, it is truth. I am successful, it is truth. You are not made to fail. But the problem is, we don't know the true definition of failure. We have made some wrong belief system since childhood, which my mama told me in the childhood. You did not score good marks means you're a failure. You didn't pass an exam means you're a failure. Now that has gone into my system, but that's not failure. Now, if I go by that definition, what the society, what the environment has taught me is, what I expect from myself, if that doesn't happen, is failure. Now, I expected that I should score 80% marks. And if for some reason I didn't score 80, I scored only 60, I'm a failure. I did not had any idea about it. It's my mom told me you are a failure. And that has gone into my subconscious mind. But sorry, that's not failure. Failure or success is a state of mind. Even if what I expected from myself, from others, from the environment, of the hard work that I've done, if it did not happen, that doesn't mean I'm a failure. Failure is a state of mind that I don't feel good about something that I did. So when applied, this truth, to affirm is to state that something is truth. When applied to the spiritual life, an affirmation is a statement of truth which one aspires to absorb into his or her life. I will absorb it into my life. And once I absorb it, it becomes a part of me. There are three basic principles of contemplative meditation. Number one, my statement of whatever I'm speaking to myself should be in the present tense. It's called as a 3P principle. Number one, it should be in the present tense. If I speak in the past tense or the future tense, that is imagination. Although imagination still has a profound impact, but it has to be in the present tense. I have to live in the present now, number one. Number two, your affirmative statement should be positive. It should, by and large, should not contain negative words. And number three, it should be a personalized statement. It should not be with respect to somebody else. It should not be with respect to a third person. It should be with respect to myself. I am. It is a personal status. Am in the present tense, a peaceful personality, a positive thought. And there are three conditions to it. Number one, I need to word them positively in the present tense. Very important, the second condition is I need to call up the corresponding feelings. If I say I am, as I was mentioning yesterday, if I say I am successful because Girish Bhai told me and I'm practicing it, but immediately my feeling is, what success? Till now I've not achieved anything. I am 46 years of age. I have been struggling my entire life. People who did not do hard work, they have succeeded. They are doing good work. They have established business. They are full of profit. But my business is never picked up. I'm never. And for 30 seconds, I thought all these things. Another 31st second, I am wealthy. Where wealth? My bank balance is not there. I have not made any property. Another 30 seconds, all these negative feelings. I'm feeling that I'm not affluent. Now, if that is the case, then the affirmation, you are denying the affirmation. For 1 second, I said, I am healthy, I am affluent. For 30 seconds, my feeling was not affluence related. Again, it will not have an impact. Then these are just words. And the third and the most important aspect, if I want to see the results, repeat, repeat, repeat. Why this repetition is very important? Because that's how changes will happen. As I told you, like going to a gym and exercising on a particular muscle over a period of time, this part would become strong. It will pump up. It will, be strengthened. Similarly, if I say I am healthy, I am healthy, I am healthy, I need to do it again and again. So let's practice visualization, friends. And, we will see some scientific evidences, and then we will go to the affirmation. So sit back. Maybe for the next 5 to 10 minutes, we will do this visualization techniques. Only visualize. Uh, Visualization, as I said, I see those through these eyes. You can see on the screen, or you can call up any scene of the past also where you have been into that particular situation, or in future also. Either way, it is completely okay. So visualization, okay. So number one, sit back, relax. I want you to see. Oh, I'm so sorry. I want you to see a garden. Maybe the garden which you can see on the screen, or maybe any garden which you can visualize in your mind. Right now, feel as if you are in the garden. Experience the wet, soft grass. You are walking barefoot on the green lawn. I can experience the sensation of the softness of the grass, which is touching the sole of my feet. I can see the beautiful flowers, the cold, beautiful breeze, children playing in the garden. People are enjoying, spending this beautiful time in leisure. I am feeling relaxed. I am close to nature. Friends, I want you to see the sunrise. It's early morning. And you remove the curtains of your window, and you can see far across the mountain, or at the end of the city, the sun slowly rising up, bringing warmth, and the little warm rays of the sun on my face. I can experience the warmth, the brightness of the day, the surrounding, bright and fully colored with the rays of the sun. It is a good morning. My morning is good. I feel energetic. I am looking forward to this day. The chirping of the birds. Everybody is starting a new, fresh day. I'll do every effort to make my day an effortless, a beautiful, vibrant day. I feel enthusiastic and I look forward to today. I'll be bright and sunny as the sun. Friends, now I want you to visualize yourself on a sea beach. You are lying on the beach. Feel the white, beautiful sand. And I can see above me the expansive blue sky, the clean blue waters, and the waves gently coming to the shore. The beautiful green nature, the coconut trees. I am relaxing and enjoying this moment. I am so close to nature, a beautiful trio of the land, the sky, and the water. I can experience the cool breeze caressing my face. I am as beautiful as the nature. I am completely at ease and at peace. I want you to watch the face of this beautiful kid. Look at the bright eyes, so full of innocence, so pure. Look at the vibrancy in the face of the child, so full of energy, so much of innocence. Such a beautiful, it looks and it feels as if I can hold this baby and can, hug the baby and pull it too close to my chest, I'll feel so beautiful holding the baby in my arms. A beautiful life, so innocent and pure. I want now you to see your own face. Look at your own face. Look at the features of your face, the eyebrows, the eyes, the shape of your nose, the shape of your face, the color, the texture. I see the same level of innocence in my eyes. I see confidence in my face. I am beautiful. I am happy. I am a very unique creation of the Almighty. I love looking at myself. I am blessed that every organ system is okay. My eyes can still see. I am lovely. I cherish whatever Mother Nature has bestowed me. I want you to visualize success. If success is achievement, whether you have achieved in the past or you're going to achieve in the future, visualize as if you have already achieved in the mind. Call up the corresponding emotion. What will happen if your expectations matches? I'll feel proud. I'll feel elated. I will feel fulfilled. I'll feel as if there is a meaning to my existence because I have achieved what I wanted. It could be anything. See that achievement happening in your life. I want you to see the soul, a tiny sparkle, a star in the center of the forehead. Look at the screen between the eyebrows. The soul resides. And the soul by default is really very bright, very beautiful, and peaceful. I am a shining star, a superstar in this huge world drama. I want you to visualize peace. Peace is stillness. There is no disturbance. My mind is peaceful, as if everything has stopped. There is peace around me. There is peace within me. And I am cherishing, I am enjoying the power of peace, of no interference from the mind, from the outside. Come back, friends, relax. I want you to understand. I mean, we did this visualization technique for almost around the last 10 minutes. And I hope you were able to focus with concentration. If not, then maybe we need little more practice. And the more we practice, we will be able to do it. Let me give you some scientific evidence as to what happens when we do this visualization or concentration. There is a new term of late which has come into the medical science. It is called as not genetics, it is called as epigenetics. Epigenetics is the study of how genes are turned on and off. And what epigenetics says in the recent research and studies, that you aren't always at the mercy of your genes. So if I give you an example, suppose my forefathers had a gene of diabetes, and epigenetics says that there may be a predisposition of a gene in your body, but I may or may not get diabetic. Not necessarily that since I have a gene of diabetes, which I inherited from my forefather, I would become a diabetic patient today or tomorrow. No. It says that the gene has to be turned on to show the effect of diabetes into your body. And what epigenetics says is that your environment influences how your genes would ideally be triggered to switch on or switch off. And what I mean, or what scientists say, is an environment is not the external environment, is not the surroundings. The environment, they say, it includes the food that I eat. It is the thought and the emotions and feeling. And this is what the environment is. The way I respond to an external environment. Now, how do I respond? It is based on my thoughts, my emotions, and my feelings. Now, if all of them are toxic, they are negative, now it will turn on that negative gene. Even if I don't have a gene of diabetes, still my pancreas will not be very comfortable producing insulin, and it can switch off the production of insulin. And even though I may not have a genetic coding of the predisposition of a gene of diabetes, but still I can have that diabetes, and that's called as lifestyle diseases is concerned. So the the power of my thoughts, my image. And what did we do for the last 10 minutes? Oh God, I was relaxed. I was at ease. Now, what will happen is all the negative genes, which by default I have inherited from my father, from my parents, it will not turn off. It will not turn on. It will always remain in a state wherein it is not active. And that's how I will become healthy. Number two, second understanding from a scientific perspective is very important, which I told you a little bit yesterday, is called as neuroplasticity. And what does neuroplasticity mean? It is the brain's it is the plasticity of the brain. The brain has a tendency or a nature or an ability to change and adapt. Now, your brain does not change per se as such, but the neural pathways, there are neurons. There are two types of brain in a human body. One is called as a chemical brain, and number two, it is called as a electrical brain. So electricity, there are millions and millions of neural connections. So the brain's ability to create new neuronal pathways is called as neuroplasticity. And how does this happen? It is the neuroplasticity will happen, or it is highly influenced by your environment. Again, your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, and the corresponding actions that you do, that is habits. So you keep getting angry again and again and again for little things. For the little things that's not happening around you, I get angry, again I get angry, again I get angry. And what I do in my action is I shout, I cry, I howl, I get frustrated. So my influence and my action, what will happen is that my brain's plastic nature will change and will create new connections. And what will it do? Over a period of time, the brain's neuroplasticity will help you to get angry easily for no reason, because that's how the brain is. The brain's plastic nature will aid you to do the same thing which you have been become an expert. And self-directed neuroplasticity occurs with attention. Now, what am I doing? What did we do for the last 10 minutes? What did we do last 10 minutes yesterday? It was a self-directed new neural pathways. I saw a garden, I saw a sea beach, a rising sun, my own face, the soul, peace, success, and I am creating a corresponding emotion, feeling, and an action. Action was that I'm sitting silently, no reactions. What will it do is it will create new neuronal pathways, and it will be easy for you to succeed with no effort. I'll give you a very simple example. Somebody who's got a stroke, and you send this person to rehabilitation. There are umpteen studies done in rehabilitation work. Now, what happens in a stroke is there is a problem in one of the areas of the brain. And because of the neural pathways being disconnected, suppose I've got a stroke in the right side of the brain, my left side of the body become paralytic. Now, paralysis means the electrical inputs are not going. I want to have a glass of coffee, but my hand will not work because the electric inputs are not going. Now, through exercises, physical training, and all those rehabilitation exercises, what's happening is you are bypassing and creating new neural pathways, like you do a bypass heart surgery. And slowly you can see hand movements happening because of the plasticity nature of the brain. And if I can, along with physiotherapy and other treatment, if I can learn self-directed neuroplasticity, and what it means is attention and meditation. Look at the beauty of meditation. Brain's plasticity. Say studies proves neuroplasticity occurs with meditation. When you sit in meditation, there are hundreds of research papers on meditation and the benefits and the changes it happens. MRI study in the year 2005. They did MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, for various meditators. And you know what they saw? That people who meditate, they showed increased thickening in the areas of attention. Introception is awareness of the physiological, changes that is happening in your body. I am completely aware what's happening inside of my body. And sensory processing, introception, and it will help you to bring about a change in your behavior. Sensory processing, I will be able to touch. If something is happening, before it happens, I'll get a touching. Intuition, and accordingly I will take a action. Introception is somebody is saying something, I know what the other person is saying is wrong. It is okay. I'm in complete control of myself. What is happening to my heart? My heartbeat is increasing. I'll say, oh my dear heart, relax, it's okay. What the other person saying, insulting remark, they are not true. Why are you getting panicky? Why are you getting reactive? It's okay, because I know what's happening within me. And what they found out in this 2005 study, they could find marked difference, pronounced difference in older participants. That means people who meditated for longer duration of time, people who meditated for 30 years, 40 years. They found that these areas of attention sensory processing were more brightened, more thickened, which may translate into reduction in age-related brain atrophy. People who get old, then brain atrophy, the power of the brain goes down, the gray cells die, and then they have no control over their hand, over other body function is concerned. But yogis who meditate for a long time, they are absolutely fit. They have complete bladder control. They have complete control over the speech. They have absolute memory. You know, 3-4 days back, my grandmom's expired. My mother's mom, she was almost around 100 some years. Believe me, just by listening to my words, she could understand who this person is, and she will give what you call a complete history of it. The day I was born, my nakshatra, I am the fourth son of the second daughter, because my grandmom had 14 children, and she remembers the children's children, the third, what you call, generation also. Now this is not brain atrophy. Brain atrophy is when I don't meditate. I'll give you a simple example, as I was quoting it yesterday. People were taught 5-finger piano exercise. Okay, one group practiced 2 hours per day for 5 days in their mind. I repeat, 5-finger piano exercise. One group, they practiced 2 hours for 5 days in their mind. There was no piano physically present. Another group practiced the same piano exercise on the piano 2 hours per day for 5 days. And the result was 5 days of mental practice led to the same level of playing as 3 days of actual practice. So right now, suppose I am a basketball player, I can't go out and play because you're not allowed. But if I can still practice it here, a particular shot from a distance wherein I'll get 3 full points. And if I can practice, I'm throwing the ball and the trajectory I can see, and it is getting pocketed. If I can see it, imagining it again and again and again, I will be able to display the same thing in the real match. And that's possible. So friends, control your mind. Actually, we should not even control. We need to nurture it before it controls you. You know why? Because mind is a beautiful servant. It's an obedient servant. Or it could be a dangerous, difficult, very, very dangerous master. If you allow the mind to take over you, gone. It will lead to depression, anxiety, stress, and all related to mental problems. Therefore, it is said, the main purpose of yoga is not asana, is to rule your mind, or it will rule you. If your brain is the hardware, then your mind is the software. We are now, in a global pandemic wherein one virus has created this lockdown. But think of a virus here, and we don't have a software for that, unfortunately, an antivirus. It is said, what you think, you will become. What you feel, you will attract, and what you imagine, you will create. Meditation is becoming the reality, attracting affluence, attracting growth, attracting success, attracting health. And that is how I will create it. And if I need to tell you, Brahma Kumari's, our vision is to create a new world order, a world which will be full of peace, happiness, tranquility. It is said if your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. We are always compassionate for the whole world. We give advices to the whole world. We are very encouraging, impressive to the whole world, but not ourselves. When there is a problem with ourselves, I feel low. It is said a weak mind will always think about people. An average mind will think about events. A great mind will think about ideas. What will the other person say? It is fear. What will happen? What will be the result? It's an average mind. Again, it is a little, still a weaker mind, but a great mind, a powerful mind. Fine. If the other person thinks that way, what am I supposed to do? Finish. Forget about it. A great mind will think about ideas. When the mind is weak, a small situation will become a problem. When the mind is balanced, I'm in control of the mind, the same situation will become a challenge. And you feel energetic when you have a challenge. In the olden days, today also people play those computer games, level 1, level 2, level 3. As the difficulty level, the challenge increases, the more you are glued to it. Similarly, life also, when the mind is strong, the same situation becomes an opportunity. And that's how few people become successful. The same situation which people considered as a problem, they made it a challenge and converted into opportunities. And that's why it is called a mind game. Tips to declutter your mind. I'll give you a few tips. Number one, declutter your physical space. Today we are all locked up in the houses, the bedroom, the bed, the dining table, the kitchen, the cupboard, everything. If it is all lying haywire here and there, believe me, friends, it has an impact on the mind. There, if the mind is also full of, if I can see so many things lying around, I'll not be able to concentrate. Start writing a journal, maybe in the morning or in the evening, maybe a gratitude journal. Share what you did good today, how you handled a particular situation. Write it. That's how you are, pouring out everything. Reduce consuming toxic information, social media, television, news, breaking news. I mean, you're not doing any good to your mind, believe me. Go minimalistic. Without having a masala dosa in a cafe coffee, I don't know whether it's available. I have hardly been to a cafe coffee day. I mean, still life continues. Without, watching a movie or going to a shopping mall, life still continues. Minimalistic. Whatever is necessary, I mean, only have it. More things, then I'll have more fear of losing them also. What if I'm not be able to buy it tomorrow? That is also a problem. Talk it out. Share. If you are confronted with, if you are, consuming a lot of what you call, a lot of negative thoughts are coming to your mind and you're not able to ride it out, talk to someone whom you trust, whom you believe. Put others first. I mean, consider others also first, how they are stressed out. If can you be soothing to them? Can you be kind to them? So what you're doing is when you're looking at others' problem, you are not confronted with your own problems. You're not thinking about your own problem. Take time to meditate, very important. Practice attention, as I told you. Enhance concentration power. And last, have vegetarian diet. Maybe you should have a session on the importance of vegetarian diet. I don't say it, it's what medical science says. The same effect it will have on the neuroplasticity, on the epigeneticity of the body. Vegetarian diet has shown, considerable positive, what you call, results. 5 things which you should not allow yourself to be controlled by. Very important. Easier said than done, but meditation, Rajoga meditation, will definitely help you. Number one is your past. How? Do our 7 days course, they will tell you. Our sisters will guide you. How you should not allow your past. How to put a full stop. Other people's opinion. Very important. Limited belief. As I told you yesterday, I'm not successful, I cannot do it, this is how I have never done it. Now these are all limited beliefs. Who told you? These are not the truth. This is what you have certified yourself, or maybe somebody else. Very important. Relationship. If my basis of relationship is expectation, they should do it, they have to do this to me, this is what I'm expecting, believe me, it will be very difficult to declutter the mind. And the last, money and wealth. You should have enough of money and wealth, but don't allow it to control you. You control. If it is there, fine. If it is not there, that is also fine. So friends, just a minute. Let's start. Let's start, the affirmation meditation. So sit back. Okay, sit in a relaxed position. I'll play a music and I'll give you affirmation. Feel it and bring the corresponding, emotions to it. Okay. Thank you. I'll reduce the volume. Sit back. Just concentrate and visualize. Withdraw yourself from the whole external world and listen to as if you are speaking to yourself. I radiate light from within me. There is clarity within me. There is brightness within me. I know what am I supposed to do, what to do in case I have challenges in my life. I am a soul, a sparkling star in the center of the forehead. Different from this body. The body is a vehicle, is a means. The soul is eternal, is indestructible, is imperishable. It always remains. I am a bright, luminous star, source of universal light and love. I am divine energy in a human form. I am a spiritual being in a human journey from birth till death. The spiritual being is trying to experience the spiritual journey through the human form. I am attuned to the wisdom of the universe. I know very clearly the secrets of the history, geography, of the past, the present, and the future of the universe. I know what was there in the past. I know what I'm going to be in the future. I understand the truths of life, the truths of nature. Life and death is a part of this beautiful cycle of life. And because I have the wisdom, I remain at ease when I see somebody dying, or when it comes down to my own death. I am fearless. I am rather powerful because I'm full of wisdom. I am happy, cheerful, because my true nature is happiness. The soul is full of happiness. I can just be happy looking at the sky. I can just come out with enthusiasm, with vibrancy, just by looking at anything. I am happy. Look at the child. Oh God. I am happy. A beautiful child of the Almighty. I am completely free from my past. I have left the burden of the past experiences. I am free. I feel light and relaxed. I have put full stop to whatever so-called bad experiences I've had or incidents. I am above it. I am love. I love myself. I love my family. I love my profession. I love the whole world. I love every creation of the Creator. I love God. I am light. And I spread the rays of positive energy to the entire world. I wish happiness for everyone. I have good wishes for my family, friends, and to each and every person on earth. I lead a balanced life, balance between my physical, spiritual, professional, and family lives. And God's light helps me to lead a balanced life. I am special. I am unique. I am endowed with very unique qualities. All I need to do is to just see the spark. I am pure and peaceful, very clean, absolutely pure. I'm grateful for every experience I have. It has taught me beautiful things in life. I am peaceful and at ease with all that happens. Whatever has happened was for my good. Whatever is happening is also good. And in the future, the best will happen. And I can accept it with ease. I'm always divinely guided and protected by the Almighty. I am empowered in difficult situation. I can bloom like the flower with no traces of hope. I am safe, secure, and serene. Security from my family, from the divine family, because of my destiny. I am abundant. I am blessed. And I am love. I am a blessed soul. I am always protected by the divine energy. Like a mother who protects the child, the Supreme Godfather is always there to protect me. I am gentle and kind. I speak gently, sweet words. My actions are kind and grateful. I radiate positive energy. I bring in positive energy in whatever I do. I am caring. I care for everyone.
Hello.
There is always
Hello.
a way, and I am hopeful that. This too shall pass. Tomorrow is going to be a bright day. A wonderful world, a world full of happiness, full of peace, full of joy, full of health and wealth. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Veena
much.
Ben, Om Shanti.
Yeah, Om Shanti.
I
Thank
can't
you
hear
so
you,
much.
sister.
Hello, Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
You need to increase the volume. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I had to increase the volume. In fact, I'm so sorry.
No problem, no
Yeah.
problem. And I want to tell you sorry, brother. Initially, we forgot to unmute you.
I was just
Actually,
joking.
we muted all, so we
I-
forgot to unmute you.
No problem. Absolutely okay. Not at all. You need not be sorry, sister. Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
So I hope today's session was very amazing. It was full of affirmations and meditation. I really enjoyed today's session. And very beautiful affirmations you have shared with lots of very beautiful visualizations actually.
Yeah.
I'm peace, I'm pure and peaceful soul, I'm successful soul, I'm fearless, I'm happy, I'm shining star, I'm grateful. So we
Yeah.
have got lots of homework daily. At every moment we can practice this visualization and be happy and make others happy. And so just want to check with everyone if you have any questions. We have another 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. You can ask questions.
Yeah.
You can unmute yourself and ask any questions. Girish Bhai is available with us today.
Om Shanti Didi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Deepak here. Thank you, brother. Can you share a couple of affirmations videos which we can use for meditation?
Definitely, definitely. I will. Maybe I'll ask Veena sister, or maybe Vamshi bhai or sisters if they can share, or in case they don't have, maybe I'll share with them, and you can be in touch with the Shanti Sarovar. Since you are a part of the Sunday evening talk, you may have the contact details of Shanti Sarovar. They will provide it to you. So Veena sister, make note of it.
Sure, sure. We
Yeah,
will send. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah,
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti, brother.
yeah.
Yeah, today you explained about Ayyappa devotee. So I am also Ayyappa devotee from last 6 years.
Oh, wonderful. Swami Sharanamayappa.
Sharanayam. I have many questions, brother, in Ayyappa Mala. We are following 41 days. For after 42 days, we are came back to our nature. So after you joined in BK, are you visiting Shabarimala?
To be very honest, I used to go to the various temples, but after I joined the Brahma Kumaris, and I was working, and then Brahma Kumaris and a lot of other activities that I was doing, I couldn't get enough time to visit the the Shabarimala or the various temples. And as you said, I got a lot of questions, answers to lot of questions, which always keep to ring in my mind with respect to the bhakti. And when I got the real logical answers, slowly, I was drawn into this form of meditation, and it gave me what I wanted to experience. So off late, since I am into a lot of traveling, a lot of these kind of activities, and my own spiritual practices, that it is quite a long number of years that I've never visited the Shabarimala, but I keep track of what's happening there. I mean, the latest controversy with ladies should be allowed, should not be allowed. Now that also took me the little bit of the faith that I had, because God will not discriminate between a man and a woman. God would not want that a particular kind of people in a particular age group or in a
Yes.
particular period should only visit me. I mean, it's like sun, when I speak about Godfather in Brahma Kumaris, God is not a Hindu God, a Muslim God, a Christian God, a scientific God, or a cult God, or a community God, or a country God. Like sun is, I told you day before yesterday, what is the dharma, what is the religion of cancer, what is the religion of a mobile phone, what is the religion of sun. Now sun's rays is common for everybody. Similarly, God should be universal, and he would not discriminate based on your color, based on your gender, based on your age, based on your a particular place that you live in, or a particular language that you speak. I mean, you have plethora of gods here on planet Earth, but one sun, one type of H2O. There is no different H2O. In America, you have a H3O, which they drink and they are more powerful. In India, you have H1O. Sorry, it doesn't happen that way. So when you go beyond religion and go to a universal concept of spirituality, you transcend yourself from bhakti to jnana. So I have complete respect for the Ayyappa devotees who believe in Ayyappa. I don't tell them that what they are doing is wrong, but I also tell them what is the truth. It is their choice now to decide based on what truth is, what the limitation of bhakti is, to decide what they want to practice in their life is concerned.
Yes, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody has any other questions?
Thank you, brother.
Om Shanti, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. This is Narayana. Sorry, I missed your session yesterday, but in order to attend today's thing, I caught up with the YouTube version of it, and I understood that the concentration a little bit I practiced. I couldn't find enough time to go through the complete this thing. But today, this contemplative meditation is one which I attended fully. Thank you very much for giving the science and the techniques behind this. One question I have, this contemplative meditation that we did today, it assumes the concentration meditation as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, until and unless for contemplative form of meditation, I should have the power of concentration. Without concentration, if I say I'm in a garden, but my mind is
Correct.
getting distracted here, then it will not happen. So you cannot put concentrative meditation in one particular silo and contemplative form of it. You cannot do it. It is a combination. But for this 3 days of a workshop, we decided that we will have 1 day on concentration, 1 day on contemplation, and tomorrow I'll discuss about a meditation which will use all of it. Even concentration, contemplation, then going beyond the body. Tomorrow we will speak about the transcending form of meditation. So when a yogi on a later period of time, when he starts experiencing it, at that particular state, I will have to exercise concentration, contemplation, and going beyond the body all together.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I think we have to.
So the way I looked at it is that it is not different categories,
No.
but it is a phase of, stage of meditation.
Yeah.
Rising to the,
Tomorrow I'll tell you.
Okay,
So
good.
the concentration is a prerequisite criteria. You go from step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. But just for our understanding, day 1 we will discuss on concentration. Day 2 we will discuss.
Okay.
That's how it is.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I have a question.
Yeah, the sister can ask the question first.
Yeah, so basically you mentioned about the neuroplasticity, right? Wherein you mentioned about the brain ability to change and adapt, right? So, wherein you also, gave a very wonderful advice on writing a journal and doing a meditation. So, since this is like a science, I just want to understand, though I understand that it's a way of life and it's a consistent thing which needs to be there. But, I just want to understand the cycle as to when we can see the changes happening, or like a 21-day cycle wherein we can actually see the changes happening inside us. in terms of concentration, in terms of emotional stability. While I understand that it increases as you practice, as you live your life, or you adopt as a lifestyle. But what is a typical time period wherein we can see the impact of it in our lives?
Yeah. I mean, what you have asked me is a very difficult question, because there is no generalized answer to your question, sister. I'll give you a simple example. Suppose you, okay, and I am Gireesh and you are my sister, okay. Your, nature, your soul, your journey, and Girish's soul and my journey, they are two different aspects. Just because we are born in the same family with certain genetic similar coding may not give me, similar results. So let us assume both of us practice meditation at the same time we start, okay? And you are little weak with respect to anger, okay? And I am little weak with respect to laziness, okay? So I practice meditation, say, as you said, a time cycle. Yes, we can. If just to give you an answer, I would have given yes, 21 days minimum, sister. You practice it, you will see the desired result. But for you, which is your weak subject called as anger, and you just don't get angry for everything and everything. When somebody is not truthful, they lie, then you get worked up. And why do you get worked up? I mean, I don't have an answer to it. It could be because of your past janma, it could be because of your past sanskara, it could be because